one TikToker had something to say about her getting engaged, and it started an entire drama around microbangs.
The funny thing is, when I first saw this, I was on the glitter gel pen TikTok, and so I saw the girl responding to Brooke's comment.
Oh, but you couldn't
and then
see
I
it?
clicked on the comment, and it was like, video is no longer available, and I forgot that we were blocked, so I was like, dang, Brooke deleted it after that. And then I got on mine and saw more, and I was like, oh, she didn't delete it, we're just blocked, I forgot.
Yeah. So I labeled which one was which on those videos. Okay. This is where it started with the girl discussing Brooke first.
Brooke Schofield getting married after only knowing this predator of a man for 4 months makes perfect sense. Like, it actually makes perfect sense when you're thinking about the fact that she has BPD. And the way that she talked about her ex in the past, she's like, no, I was so brainwashed. Like, I'll never do that again. Never be unmedicated, you guys. People do heal. It's just the perfect example of you can never get rid of the disease that is PPD, because people are telling her, like, no, babe, you need to, like, get the freak out of there. He's love bombing you. He's a terrible person. He's a pet. You know, he's all of these things, and she's just ignoring it and being like, no, guys, it's totally fine. It just totally reminds me of all of the relationships I've ever been in where I defended that man with my entire life, and he literally, like, could have, like, killed my whole family or something, and I still would have defended him. Like, it's just so crazy how our brains work, how the chemicals in our brains work. But yeah, Brooke, girl, get a fucking grip. You're already racist. Like, just don't do this.
Not that you're already racist.
I know. So this video didn't sit right with Brooke, and then she comments. But before we go into the next one, what do you think of, like, the girl making that video? Do you think it's fair?
I think, and I'm going to be a little, like, biased with this because I've seen all of this, like, once, you know, before already. And I know that she ends up saying that, you know, this is how she makes money and stuff. So it's like you're going to talk about the hot topics and stuff. So it's kind of like she's just she was doing it to get reactions like she did.
Yeah. And she's commenting on, like, a public personality
that Brooke posted for people to talk about because she knew they would.
Yeah.
Again, like how we just said, when people call him a PDF file, I don't know if that's fair.
Yeah.
Just because 10 years ago when he dated the girl, and wasn't she like 17 or something?
Yeah, she was in high school.
Okay, but which like is weird. That's weird to me.
It is weird, but my thing about him, and not defending him, but Isabella is the girl's name, and she's never wanted to be victimized, called herself a victim, or tried to make a statement or say that something happened. So, like, to call him, people just go around calling people pedophiles. And it's like, you shouldn't do that, especially because you're not the one in this scenario that has the right to, like, you're not the victim.
And I think by doing that with every person in a situation like this, where she was 17 and he was, like, in his 20s or something like that, still weird. But I think that doing that and calling people like that pedophiles kind of takes validation away from true ones who are disgusting, like Shane Dawson, for instance.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I think that we're, like, devaluing the word by saying this about, because we say it about everybody these days, you know?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's just my thoughts on that. But other than that part of it, I think that she was valid in everything she's saying.
Yeah,
I think
I
that
agree.
Brooke is a little manic right now.
And she's just a TikToker, like, commentating on what is going on currently.
Yeah.
So the next video is going to be with Brooke's comment on Ashlyn's video that she made, and then Ashlyn's response to the video.
Okay.
To the comment.
So Brooke said, "You actually can't talk about me with bangs like that now that I think about it."
Which is funny enough, because micro bangs are a thing. Like, you can't deny that they're not a statement to make. I don't have an issue with them, but we do joke about feminist bangs sometimes, because typically the person that would have these microscopic bangs would be on the internet saying something about someone doing something wrong.
Yeah.
And that, I do not have a problem with it, but feminist bangs are real.
Yeah, it's not a joke towards that that we don't like the feminists and don't like that. It's just a joke that when you have these bangs, you probably are, you know?
Yeah.
So.
And when I was in my really, like, my most liberal phase of life, I was posted on Tumblr. I had bangs. It just, y'all, it all comes hand in hand, I swear. And there's even a post I made where I was thinking, I may want them shorter. And honestly, thank God I didn't take the turn for that direction because it just wasn't for me.
Yeah.
But respect to the micro bangs, but it is a
Statement, for
it's
sure.
a statement.
Yeah.
Yikes! Wow, girl, where is your manager? Holy shit. This is not a good look. Racist and a mean girl and dating a predator. You better stop while you're ahead.
Okay.
So she's using Brooke's comment on her page to amplify this situation on purpose. You know, like she wants to be an influencer, make money online and all that kind of thing. She said that her job doesn't pay her enough. She's trying to get money on TikTok. Well, do I think Brooke's comment shouldn't have been about her appearance? Yeah, I guess. But if I'm looking at it from Brooke's perspective, if someone's honestly, sometimes I think dissing someone's personality is worse than their appearance.
Yeah.
Because at least the appearance is like a low blow. Whereas commenting on someone's like thought pattern and like the way that they are as a human being, to me, that is worse than commenting on someone's appearance.
Yeah.
So I can't say that I wouldn't have felt attacked the same way Brooke did.
If like coming from Brooke's perspective, if I was Brooke and I had people attacking me online, then I had this girl coming on saying all that she did in the first video we just watched, attacking like me and my future husband who I am in love with for whatever reason, I would probably feel the same way, to be honest.
Yeah, same. There was a video where the girl, Ashlyn, like, ended up posting and was being really nice to Brooke and was...
Yes.
Do you know what video I'm talking about?
Yeah, she posted, and that's the one where she basically said, you know, this is what she does for money, and this is... It was her explaining why she even started going in on Brooke in the first place, you know?
Yeah.
And I know Brooke commented on that one.
Sorry. Ow. But for real. First, I just want to say my intention with posting this video is what is popular right now that I can catch people's attention with so I can make money for my bills next month. And I'm sorry that's not the answer you want to hear, but Mama, that's the truth. TikTok pays way better than my job, and I really need groceries. I'm saying this because it's not like I am going through her whole page and her whole life trying to find dirt on her, and I'm reading into her whole life and everything. I was a fan. I watched the podcast. I watched your series on that man. Like, I know about you because you put stuff out online. And when you put stuff out online, people are going to form opinions about you. And you just have to accept that. Coming from one BPD person to another who gets a lot of hate and a lot of digs on my personality, you just have to turn the phone off. It's so hard. I know it's so hard. Trust me, girl, I've spiraled just like you have before. But you just gotta put the phone down. Trust in me, please. I don't hate you, and I wasn't trying to come at you like what you said in the video. In the video posted about me for like 10 minutes, you said that I was preying on your downfall or something like that. Sorry, that I was excited for your crash and burn. My intention with that video was, I have BPT and I see the path that she's going down because I have done that in the past where I was so critical and aware of my mistakes that I made in previous relationships, but then I just completely threw all of that down the drain for a new man who was love bombing me. Was it not a nice way to say it? No, I'm not exactly nice to people who are predator defenders and have a terrible racist past and didn't apologize properly for it. Sorry, but I genuinely was not coming at you through a place of, I hate this girl so much and I'm gonna just ruin her special day. It was coming from a place of, I need money. This is pretty easy thing to talk about, something everyone will agree with, and I think she needs to hear it. I give tough love. I give tough love to all my friends, and that was kind of tough love. Sorry, but I think that you're just upset because I pointed out some solid fucking facts. I pointed out the fact that your boyfriend is a predator. You just completely didn't even mention anything about that, and then just went straight for my eyebrows and my baby bangs. It's very strange because I always thought you were pretty. Like, I genuinely don't think you're ugly, girl, and I used to like you. I used to watch canceled podcasts, like, all the time. Me and my best friend dressed up as you Last year on my birthday, me and my best friend dressed up as Tana and Brooke for my canceled themed birthday party. Look, I'm sorry for being mean, but I do fear that you had to hear what I had to say. If you talk about me on the podcast, make sure to mention my username. Thanks.
And they were like jokingly flirting with each other
Yeah.
as like a way to like end this short-lived beef, if you want to call it that. And I think that they both handled it like decently, actually.
I think at the end of the day, I think they were going back and forth, and I think it was serious at first. But then I think that maybe they both took a step back and saw it from the other person's side, and they were both like, listen, we're like in the influencer like world. This is what we do, like whatever.
Yeah.
You know?
Hi, I'm Jill,
And I'm Alyssa.
and you just watched a clip from Glitter Gel Pen.
We upload new episodes every Monday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
And we also upload clips like the one you just watched 3 times a week.
Subscribe for more.